Check 1, 2. Tell these
Take
rappers
the
I'm
gun.
outside, get them start acting up. Like turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back the melody rap. Think I'll put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic's ethnicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to precinct.
Fuck everybody on the floor. When we see you on the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Yo, what's good? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, we in the building. The Knicks taking a bad one tonight. What was it, 97 to 10 what?
109. 109.
To the Houston Rockets. Hard-fought battle. We brought the lead back down to 1, but couldn't get over the hump. I got my theories and my gripes about this game. But I don't know if I want to be long-winded yet. So I think I'm going to pass this to the panel. Before we get there, we got a Beverly of topics to talk about. Not only the game tonight, just to say what's on the agenda. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as sure the deets of the deal yet. And we signed Ariel Hukporti to a conventional 2-year deal versus his two-way contract, which is fire. And what else is on the agenda, which I also hate, is the rumors. You feel me? The Giannis rumors. It's been on all my timelines, and I'm annoyed. So we're gonna address it. But tonight, first and foremost, we're gonna get to the recap. Before we do that, you know I gotta do my shout out. Shout out to my people in the building. Uncle Paulie, we see you. Yeah, I mean, Michael Brown is in the building. Well, everybody else is already here. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Darlene's gonna pull up. It might be a little bit too late for Darlene, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna pull up. And even if she don't,
even if it's tomorrow,
She get the pass because she's always here. Darlene, you get a pass with us. You heard?
shout out to Darlene because she ordered
Facts.
She ordered a hoodie off the website. Shout out to Darlene. And if you haven't done
Definitely.
it, I forgot to do it to put the link in the comments in the description. But you know, it's Mr. God damn, Kev.
Oh, my bad.
If you did already, is this is Shopify.com. You know what I mean? It's a backslash somewhere in there. I'm gonna put it after the video. I'm gonna put it in the description. But Knicks ish backslash Shopify. I don't freaking remember.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
All right, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll take care of it, guys. Just bear with us on that, all right?
It's in the chat.
It will be in the chat. Mrs. Nixon, put it in the chat. Nixonish.myshopify.com. Go get you a hoodie. Support your favorite panel. Big facts. Shout out to the panel, Mrs. Nix, Fraz, and Kev. We in the building. Now to the bullshit. Stephen Kennedy, we see you. I'm just gonna post your comment just to acknowledge you in the building, but we're gonna get to that later. I guess I'm gonna be long-winded because I was already long-winded, and the wine has
tea time. We was already expecting it, so you know this, Brody. We know you. We've been rocking with you long enough. We know you about to get long-winded, so go right ahead, bro.
First, I want to start off by saying I try not to be like so hard on the referees, but today was a severely uneven officiated game. I understand that the NBA is trying to introduce physicality, back into the game. And I respect that. Wouldn't even be mad if the calls went both ways. You feel me? Like, if we got the same benefit of the whistle on the defensive end that they did, I wouldn't be mad. But it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel that way at all. So that's my number one gripe. Uh, Shout out for the team to keep fighting because I think, I briefly caught the post game, and Allen, I think it was Allen Hong who said it, like, these are the games that the road team usually let go of the rope and end up getting blown out. But the Knicks showed that they were annoyed and kept fighting. And I felt and saw that. But Coach Tommy T lost this game for us tonight, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and the reason why I say that is Shagun, if I'm even pronouncing that right, I don't even care if I'm pronouncing it right. Fuck that guy, right? He was killing us. He was giving Cat hella trouble. You saw a little stint of what Sims looked like on him, and it was disgusting. But you just saw a little stint of what Sims looked like in a game, period, and it was disgusting. Instead of adjusting and moving to something different, you just like, oh, this is the game plan. We're going to stick with the game plan to see if it works. When clearly we could have used some length in the paint, especially when Cat went into foul trouble. You know what I mean? This was a game for Hukporti. This wasn't a game for Sims. I text that in the group chat. This is not a game for Sims. And it sure wasn't. But, yeah, I think Coach Tommy T lost this game. This is not an indictment of how I feel about him as a coach as a whole. I just feel like tonight he fell asleep at the wheel. And I'm going to land the plane there until we go back around. How y'all feeling about this game tonight? I told you. I told you.
Dolly. We knew you was coming,
I
Dolly.
told you.
T-Top just said it. Yeah.
Shout out to Dolly in the building. Facts. How y'all feeling, panel, about the game tonight?
Annoyed as hell because I knew this was going to happen. I said this was a team we had to watch because they've had our number for a couple of years when we played them in Houston. And we came out flat. We played flat throughout the first half for the most part. A lot of bad calls, which I think threw Cat off because he couldn't be as aggressive as normal. But just seeing JB continuously get thrown to the floor, no calls, I feel like they were hand checking beyond measure with no calls. But at the end of the day, it's on us. We let them play their pace of ball. We didn't play Knicks basketball. We tried to keep up with their pace. We weren't getting over the picks, and they were sending multiple picks to get their guys free. So it's on us. And I mean, it's getting tough for Sims out there. He's starting to frustrate me more and more every game, and I'm sure we'll get into it later on. But yeah, it's getting tough.
For sure, we're going to get into the Sims situation later on. You know what I mean? That's why I tried to keep it brief in my soliloquy, as my most hated Knicks fan like to say. But yeah, panel, come on, let's keep it rolling. How y'all feeling tonight?
Y'all already know the vibe. It is your boy Fraz Taz, aka the Parlay Lord. Please shout out my panel and always shout out my New York sports conglomerate. Y'all know who y'all are by now. Let's see. Where do I want to begin? Real quick. Nasty work in the first half, Cat. You got to stay out of foul trouble, bro. You know you need it on the court. You know you're a big piece of the scoring. You got to find a way to keep yourself on the court. You got to find a way to stay out of foul trouble. I get it. Sengun's giving you problems, but it doesn't mean you bail him out half of them plays by fouling him. Like you can't bail a guy out, especially if you've played defense on him pretty well to a point where you make him take a difficult shot and then you bail him out with a foul. Like that doesn't work, bro. That's the reason why Cat was in foul trouble this game, and that's the reason why we had to play from behind for most of this game. You can't risk fouling out of the game when you know you're a needed piece of the offense and defense. And the fact that Tibbs only played 8 guys tonight killed me because it's like, bro, you know you got to go past 8 guys playing teams like this, bro. You got to get Hukporti in again. Hell, even get Campaign in again.
Like campaign
You know what I
was
mean?
hurt.
Oh, he was hurt. Okay, but it's like, I mean, we gotta get out of this 8-guy rotation. Like Tommy T, you can't keep going back to this, bro, because it's like we taking the 2 steps back after we take a step forward. It's not working, bro. You gotta play 9, 10 guys, bro. You have to, bro. Period.
Kev, before you start, Fraz, I hear you, right? But a lot of guys are hurt. We're missing Precious. We're missing Campaign. And what's his face? The dude that dislocated his shoulder, Landry
Oh,
Shamet. Yeah, he was supposed to be a part of our bench too. So like
yeah.
when last year in the playoffs, our bench was our strong point because those guys was able to move in the starting role when everybody was hurt. Now, so far this season, the bench is all hurt while the starting unit is solid. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not too tough on Coach Tommy T because he doesn't have that much options when you turn to the bench. But there are options though. But it's not
Yeah, I
that
was
many.
about to say
I
there's
mean,
options that
granted,
he's not using.
yeah,
Because
that's what I'm saying.
today's a game where Deuce didn't have a good game, and you could have threw Tyler in to see what he could give. Granted, defensively he's not great. He gave us 3 points while Deuce gave us none.
But he was getting cooked while he was out there. I ain't gonna bullshit.
But he could do other
Hmm.
things. You know what I mean? That he's dangerous with the rock. You know what I mean? Like offensively, Deuce gave you 0 points, right?
Yeah.
And in 5 minutes, he shot a 3, knocked it down. The kid's a playmaker. He's a playmaker, bro. He gives defenses trouble from what we've seen in the past. If you see that Deuce and Sims, and y'all know I'm a Sims supporter, but it is what it is. You gotta try something different, bro. You gotta try
Hukporti
something
shit.
different. You could have gave Hukporti some time out there. Maybe. I mean, listen, Sengun was eating us up. You know what I mean? Like we had no answer for him. We put OG on him, he got cooked. We put Cat on him, he got cooked. So you had to try to do something different. I think that Coach Tommy T kind of like dropped the ball on that one. You could have gave those young kids some opportunity. You could have gave the Frenchman an opportunity. You know what I mean? What's her name?
Pack him up, Daddy. That's his new
Pack 'em up,
nickname for all
Daddy,
those who don't
right?
know.
I like
Pack him
that
up,
name. I
Daddy.
like that name.
Facts.
But you could have gave Daddy some time. I like that. They showed some fight in the second half after being down 15, but I think it was that 9-0 run at the end of the fourth quarter kind of killed anything we had going. Um, that's how I kind of knew, like, once they started taking off on us, this game was gonna be over for us.
Uh, I think we started off this game completely
Yep.
mad, lackadaisical, and lethargic. Uh, we turned over the ball 7 times in the first half, I think, or the first
Yep,
quarter.
yep. The first half, 7
Yeah,
turnovers.
nasty work. I think most of those came in the first quarter. Uh,
Yeah.
I think we start off this game with the attitude that we was supposed to win. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, we.
it kind of showed. Uh, as far as Shagun goes, uh, the reason why he was kicking OG ass because he's a bigger guy. You know what I mean? He's a
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the reason why he was kicking Cat ass is because he's made Cat is super slow footed, which is wild, right? He's super slow footed. So he was able to, kind of get around Cat. But you know who's not a small guy and not slow footed? Ariel Hukporti. Yeah, I mean, like I felt like this is one of those games where you be like, all right, we're not rebounding terribly well, right? We're not rebounding terribly well. And so let me put Cat to the four. Let me get Ariel Hukporti in there at the five.
Mm.
Uh, I'm not. We're going to interchange OG and Macau at the three. Josh at the two. Well, all three of those guys could be interchangeable at those positions. To be perfectly honest, especially when you're missing campaign, right? You're missing campaign, so you got three guys that you could all interchange in that 2 to 3 uh, uh, position, right? And you could bring somebody in to help keep Shingun off the glass and defend him, which is Huck Purdy. You know what I mean? I get it. We're trying to give Sims his. I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna skip that because we're gonna get to that a little bit later. But yeah, I just feel like Coach Tommy P fell asleep tonight. To mention what y'all was saying about Tyler, this is where I disagree. Tyler's getting absolutely smoked defensively. Uh, all the guards on the Rockets is way too quick for Tyler at this point. I don't think he has a defensive IQ at this point in his career to counteract that with just anticipation and moves yet. I watched dudes just walk around him pretty much. And though he had 3 points, he would have gave up double that on triple that, quadruple, whatever points he would have made tonight. He'd have gave up that on the other end tonight. And I want to see Tyler play, but I just don't think this was a game for him tonight. What happened to Deuce so far this season has been an anomaly. Deuce is way better than that, and I think this is another major component in why we lost this game. We got absolutely zero from Deuce tonight, which is kind of crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
and and to be perfectly honest, not to make a super excuse, but just to acknowledge the fact. Yeah, I mean, because this game was still very winnable for us. Our bench is super depleted right now, as far as injuries go. You know what I mean? So it's imperative moving forward that we take care of business in the opening minutes and get leads on teams and play with house money because we don't have too much coming off the bench. And this is where I'm going to land a plane.
I
Nobody?
mean, I mean, I don't know. It was a tough game, definitely. You could tell this team, this Houston Rockets team, they trying to like, they starting to figure it out under this under what's the name? What's the name of the head
Email.
coach?
Email
Yeah,
Udoka.
Ime Doku. You
Amen.
know, they starting to figure some things out. They got some talented players on that team, and they bust our ass today, bro. They bust our ass today. So I think that's that's what you get right there. Um,
What?
uh,
Sorry.
I wish we could have went to the high hand. I feel like OG was cooking from behind the arc today. I think we could have gave him some more opportunities. Um, But I think Sengun was our biggest problem tonight, man, and you know not being able to handle him kind of cost us this game.
I mean, I think it was more than just him because when you look at the first half, Van Fleet was killing us. So it was
Yeah.
like we let them get too high. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And once teams are going, it's really hard to stop them. And like I said earlier, they set a lot of picks to get who they want open. Um, and they switch a lot defensively
Yeah.
to
I saw
to
that.
kind of mess up our offense, and we let them mess it up. Like I said, we didn't play our game. We tried to play their game, and that's never going to be a good outcome, no matter who we play. We gotta always stick to the script and play our game. Um, our bench got cooked because I mean our bench is depleted right now. Like we've
Right.
been saying, like we didn't really have nobody. We know coach ain't gonna play guys. It's obvious. So in games like today, it's gonna be up to Deuce, and Deuce didn't give us anything, unfortunately. Which I'm
Yeah.
not worried about. This is one bad game for him. He'll figure it out because he's been shooting well. But yeah, Cat got to stay out of foul trouble because we definitely need him
Mhm.
on because he couldn't play Sagoon aggressively in the second half because he already was in foul trouble super early in the third quarter. So he had to
Mhm.
keep backing off. And you can see where he was super frustrated. And I mean, me watching the game, I was frustrated for the whole team because, like I said, we seen guys getting beat up with no calls being made. It is what it is at this point, though. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just wasn't our flow of basketball. Even though all our guys got into double figures or starting five, it still wasn't. It didn't seem very smooth. It looked like a learning game.
Yeah.
Like they was
Um.
still trying to like figure it out, right?
Yeah, because there was even
Yeah.
one play early in the first, well, in the first quarter where I think uh there was like a switch defensively, and then Cat and Macau kind of bumped into each other like they didn't know where they were supposed to be. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be one of them games. I mean, but you gotta give it to Houston. Like I said, they were switching like crazy offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
We just wasn't ready for it, I guess, unfortunately.
One thing tonight is severely, and I mean when I say severely pissed me off, and it happened several times tonight. Watching Dylan Brooks lock up Cat in the fucking
Yeah. I was
post
like, what's going on here?
was disgusting to me. Absolutely fucking disgusting. And this is not me trying to shit on Cat. I appreciate what he brings to the roster. And I appreciate him as a Knick. But when I said I didn't like this trade, these are the moments that I'm talking about. Because there is no way in the world you will see Ime Udoka think it's okay for him to put fucking Dylan Brooks on Julius Randle. You would never see that happen. You would never, in no world, would you see a coach think, yeah, I'm going to put fucking Dylan Brooks on Julius Randle. And I'm not, this is not meant to shit on Cat. I promise you it's not. You know what I mean? It just meant to show that, like, it was a fuck. That's how much of a headache it was for me that it took me back to that place where I'm like, and I'm content and fine where we are as a team. You know what I mean? Like this is where we are. We have Cat, and I appreciate Cat. I'm starting to like Cat. Yeah, I mean, almost 20 rebounds tonight.
Mhm.
That and you was in foul trouble. I
Yeah.
Yeah,
appreciate
word.
that. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that shit. And I hope that registers in his mind that I could be dominant on the boards type, right? But I'm just saying that was a worry of mine when we got Cat. Like Are you going to be able to dominate the post when we need you? Yeah, that 5 out shit is fire. Yeah, I mean when it's working.
Mhm.
But when we need somebody to throw the ball to and get a bucket, is no way you could be like, yeah, Dylan Brooks is keeping me out the fucking paint. This guy like 6'4". Guy like six
Wow.
four.
I think once they saw that they were gonna not getting called and how the calls were going, they just unleashed Dylan Brooks, to be honest, defensively. Because he even was defending JB a lot. And I'm like, wait, what is going on here?
Yeah, they was letting them play extra physical, the refs. But
Absolutely. That was
um,
knocking JB on his ass. I ain't gonna
yeah,
hold you.
they was.
A
But
lot.
there was at times I feel like Cat was posting them up and doing his thing. But I think the problem was we couldn't get those stops. Those defensive stops that we needed, we couldn't get them. They would not like that one 3-point shot by what's the name? It was almost by the half court.
Jalen
That shit
Green.
was crazy. Nah, not Jalen Green. The point
Van
guard,
Fleet.
Van
Van
Fleet.
Oh,
Fleet.
Van
Yo,
Fleet.
he just chucked it up from like half court and knocked it down. I'm like, Jesus Christ. When I saw that, I was like, wow, it's gonna be a rough night. Yo, he chucked it up like it was like almost at half court, bro. And
But
I'm
Kev, I
like,
ain't gonna
man,
lie. I had that same feeling too, bro.
yo, when he knocked that shot down, I said, damn, bro, this is not cool, yo.
Yeah.
So I feel like defensively we kind of struggled. I feel like if we could have got some of those stops, we would have been okay. But that team, they had it in their mind to play extra physical and wanted it. I feel like they wanted it more than we did. You know what I mean? They were
Hmm.
at home, they were confident already, and the crowd was going off. So I we just didn't have that energy today to match their intensity.
Hmm.
If I may, I want to bring up a couple of stats to expand on the panel's points real quick. You can't beat a team like Houston shooting 38% from the field. There's no there's no excuse for that. Um, you're not beating anybody in this league pretty much shooting 38% from the field. Now, granted, we held these guys to 8 for 33 from the 3-point line, but
Mhm.
you can't hold a team to 8 for 33 from the 3-point line and they outscore you in the paint 62 to 38.
Yeah, man, they destroyed us, yo.
And
Yo,
not only that, they out rebounded us. They killed us
Mhm.
50 to
Mhm.
39. We did win the offensive rebound battle tonight, but by a slim margin. But they out rebounded us on the defensive glass handily. And you're
And
not
what
beating teams getting out rebounded,
yeah. Before I say what I'm about to say, shout out to JJ Jackson in the building. You know
getting
what I mean?
outshot from the.
My guy JJ in the building.
and
Yeah,
Yep.
another
Jay, what
stat
up?
that we
Shout out
always
to my
talk
guy
about
Jimmy, J1 in the building.
is the assists. We didn't hit the assists.
We hit 20.
Nope. One shy.
That's
Yeah,
another
20.
thing. I feel like when we move that ball, like when we have like 30 plus assists, I
At
feel
least
like this
25 to 27.
20, yeah, man, like
Mhm.
this team is hard to deal with, and I feel, I
you know
feel
what
like,
else?
go ahead, go
Yeah, my
ahead.
fault, Kev. My fault. Go.
I feel like at times, and I get it, you trying to get us back into the game, but I feel like at times JB was forcing it just a little, just a little.
With
Yeah,
down the
nah,
stretch, but I think he was tired too because he didn't
nah,
sit.
Yeah, nah,
nah.
he played the
I
whole second half.
I
Mhm.
agree he was forcing, but at the same time, who else was going to score? Everybody else was stinking up the joint. Everybody else was stinking up the joint. Cat was 7 for 17. Uh, OG was in effect. He was 5 for 6 from 3 point range, but he was 7 for like
14.
He was
14.
50%, 7 for 14. Yeah.
But
Bro,
you
he
like
missed a lot of layups.
He missed a
this.
lot
Yeah.
of layups, right?
So this is what I'm saying. Like, and then Macau was chucking threes instead of going to his bread and butter, which is the mid range. He missed one mid range shot and said, "Fuck it, I'm not shooting no more mid-range shots. I'm shooting nothing but run up, pull up 3-point shots, which was annoying me because I listen. If you're gonna shoot that fucking early in the clock, you better make it. You better
Hmm.
make it. If we get the ball and we're coming down, and it wasn't like it was wide open shots. It was guys like 5 feet away from him. It wasn't wide open shots that Mikal was shooting tonight, and he just pulling up. But when he was open, he was making them shits. And this is what I'm saying. It was poor shot selection. It was a lot of bad decisions as a team as a whole. I'm just going to chalk this up yet again as, growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Growing pains is one of them growing pains games because we definitely looked super jointed on the offensive end, and maybe that was because of the high pressure of the Rockets. You know what I mean? And you have to go through that to learn how to combat that. You know what I mean? I can't teach you how to do something better without you seeing it for yourself what it looks like, right? As a team, right? Like, so when this happened, you could pass it to this person, X, Y, and Z. So maybe it's early in the season. These is probably one of those games that we needed to learn from. I Nick fans, don't be worried because I've seen some Nick fans worried and panicking already.
Always.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I seen one dude. Oh, we trash. I'm like Jesus Christ.
bro. Listen,
I'm like
the,
God.
Pe-
the Rockets was 41-41 last season. They're going to be
Listen.
better. They're going to be better this year, obviously, right? You got a whole nother year to gel together. They're a young team and they're growing. Each player on their team is going to individually develop to be a better player. So you're not playing the same team that you're playing last year. You're playing a better version of that of themselves this year. You know what I mean? So I ain't really mad at the law. I'm mad at the laws because it's things that I know we could have been done better from every aspect of the game, from every single player to the coach. Things could have been done better, but these things happen. It's 82 games. You feel me? Like you dropped the ball on some. You know what I mean? And we dropped the ball tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if there isn't any more comments on the game, I think we can move further on the itinerary.
I just wanted to
Okay.
add one other thing I didn't get to add when I was saying the other stats.
Absolutely.
Fast break points, 15-7 Houston. You're not beating nobody with only 7 fast break points. You know this team
Yeah.
can get out and run. We all know our Knicks are
Mm-hmm.
capable of playing two-way with anybody. 7 fast break points ain't gonna cut it, man.
Yeah,
That's a
but
fact.
defensively, I've seen us break up could have been more. I saw us break
Yeah.
up a lot of fast break points tonight, for real. Like it could have been more. Um, but moving on, uh, the Knicks signed Matt Ryan. I don't know what the deal details are, but somebody posted that or in a group chat that he's 45% 3-point shooter. I don't know a lot about the guy. I don't.
So
Uh,
it's not a done deal yet. I think it has
yeah,
to be done by tomorrow.
yeah,
So basically, the Knicks had only 12 guys on the roster. They have to have 14 by tomorrow. So they converted Ariel Hukporti's contract and then signed Matt Ryan, which they're saying is probably going to be a non-guaranteed contract to hold the
yeah,
spot for when Shamit comes back.
yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know too much about this guy. Like you said, I think he's a placeholder. I don't see him getting any run whatsoever. He's gonna be one of those clap it up guys on the bench, handing out high fives and good pep talks when guys are on the bench. Uh, but he shot 45% from 3-point range last season. That's something to be like, oh, that's nice. That's what the Nick faithful gonna salivate over. You know what I mean? Oh, he's a 45% 3-point shooter. But I don't know nothing about him to say that he gonna get any kind of PT on this team. That's nasty work. But yeah, placeholder for when Shimmick get back. I hope he get back soon because our bench clearly needs him. Uh,
Hmm.
y'all got
Hmm.
any feelings about this signing of this guy that nobody knows?
I mean, just that from what I know, he's a sharpshooter. You know, guy could open up the floor, hit some threes. I think we could use that. You know, we any team could use some shooting since this is a 3-point shooting league now. You know, let's see what he does if he gets playing time because you know how Coach Tommy T is.
Yeah, he's not playing,
Okay.
Kaz.
From what I know about Matt, from what I know about this guy, he's from New York. He's a New York native. He's from White Plains. I know
He's
that
from
for a
White Plains.
fact.
Be clear. Be clear.
Um,
But white place.
White Plains. That's where
Be
he's
clear.
from. I know it for a fact. That's where he's from. I'm telling you. But
But that's
besides
not New
that, I
York
know this
trash. You
guy.
know that.
Listen, not as what we call New York, right? But that's another story. I know last year in 28 games with the Pelicans, this guy shot about 45% from three in 28 games last season. And I know in his career, he shot most of his shots have been 3-pointers. I think it's somewhere around 80% for his career. He shot mostly 3-pointers, and he's hit about 41% for his career. So, I mean, he sounds promising, but again, as Kev alluded to, the playing time scenario. You know, is Tommy T gonna, have an avenue to get this guy on the floor and play? We know he's gonna hold the roster spot, but are you gonna play him, or are you just gonna keep him for the roster spot just to bring Shamit in? Because what if we do have a need? Are you gonna play him? That's the question.
I mean, the main question is does he play defense? And I don't know. I don't know any of that. So if he doesn't
Yeah.
play defense, he's really kind of like a Novak, right? Like
Yeah.
if we need a 3-point shot, we're gonna
Yeah.
throw him in for
Yeah.
a shot.
Right.
Um,
Right.
I think the Knicks probably wanted to develop him, and that's why they got the Westchester Knicks to draft him. Because I mean, there's a reason why they drafted him. Because definitely
Hmm.
we wanted to keep a hold on him. Now, again, I don't know how he plays defensively because I don't watch any other team play other than the Knicks. But if he plays no defense, I doubt that we'll see him on the court often. But we'll see. I mean, we gotta hold the spot. We gotta have 14 guys on the team. So might as well have someone that could throw up some threes.
I could tell you this right now. You know how I know he don't play no defense? And I don't even know who this guy is for real. If you shoot 45% from 3-point range and you play any respectable amount of defense, there is no way in the world you go this far in the season and after passing off season and all this shit and not get picked up.
Hmm.
Yeah, the reason why you're not picked up because you a cone. You a cone. So everybody's like, yeah, you shoot 43% from three, but I mean 45, excuse me. Shoot 45% from three, but you can't guard shit. Like, so yeah, I don't think he plays. I don't think he plays even if we stay hurt. I think he's a placeholder. What Marshawn Lynch said, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what Matt Ryan had. So we don't get fined. That's it. You know what I mean? But welcome. Welcome for the time you're here. Your contract not guaranteed. So soon as Sherman get healthy, you're cut. But welcome. You know what I mean?
But I think they're
Enjoy
gonna find a way to re-sign him after Shamit comes back, though.
enjoy the
But we'll
city.
still
Go
have we'll still have his rights through Westchester.
yeah,
Hmm.
enjoy your city. Go get some pizza. You know what I mean?
Where they got good pizza shops in White Plains, B.
Make sure you. Oh, yeah, he told me that. So you should know because White Plains ain't that too far from actual New York. You know what I
It's
mean?
not.
It's
Like
still
so,
not New
yeah.
York.
It's
It's not New
not.
York. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying he's a bus ride away from
I
experience
see.
actual New York. I'm talking to him like he's a tourist, right? Like he he know what the
Oh
pizza and
man.
bagels likes over here. You know what I mean? He know how to get the juniors. You know what I mean?
I'm
Get a
dead.
Man,
slice of tea cake.
my man said Tibbs reminds me of Aaron Boone sometimes.
Oh man, that is dead on comparison, yo. That is spot on. Whoever said that, shout out to you. That was spot
Yo,
on.
who was
Spot
that?
on.
That was
Who
That's
was
A
my
that?
Rico.
boy.
A Rico.
Yo, shout out to you. You were
Yo,
spot
that's
on with that
hilarious.
comment.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Uh,
That shit was
Nah,
funny.
that was low key funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That's funny.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But I
But
mean,
yeah,
think,
man. Yeah,
just some of the decisions. I love Tibbs, always have, but sometimes it's like, come on, man, like stop being so stubborn. Stop being so stubborn, man. You like these guys. You could get something out of them. Especially if you're seeing that you're not getting something from you're not getting any kind of points or anything from somebody. Yo, take them out, put in the other guys. You know what I mean?
I, I I also feel like this Sims thing might be. I also say, if Coach Tommy T didn't see something in Sims, he wouldn't have got the contract extension. But I
Yeah,
also feel like there'll be times where the front office and Coach Tommy T be bumping heads. And I think Jericho Sims might be one of those things. Uh, because obviously, as long as he's been on the team, he should have probably got some PT last year, and he didn't get much of any unless somebody was injured. Uh, I think Coach Tommy T likes Hug Purdy and just letting the front office see that this kid can't cut it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna let y'all have your moment because y'all signed this guy. You know what I mean? But try, or even if Tibbs did like him, but trying to tell him like, I understand y'all just signed this kid, but this other kid is better.
or
So Tibbs is gonna let him hang him out to dry. I'm gonna watch y'all watch this fail in real time. So when I do make my move, y'all ain't got shit to say. Cause right now, Hawk Purdy is definitely looking like the better option. Right now, like I said, Jericho Sims is looking like the better rebounder out the two. But everything else, Hawk Purdy.
He just looks super lazy. Like, I want him to do good, but watching him today is like, bro, there was no hustle in his play. There was letting littler guys get the rebound over you. Um, like you always say, these lackluster
Mm,
ass picks that he's setting, like not getting anyone open. It just it's starting to look real bad, and I hate it. I hate it because you see him put in work over the summer, and it's just like
it's
you wish it would you know show during regular season, and thus far it hasn't.
you know, so the
yeah,
thing about Jericho Sims is like 6'9", right? Like he looks a lot taller and bigger than what he is. I don't think it's a lack of hustle. I think it's a lack of size. Even though he has tremendous leaping ability, that usually don't translate on rebounds, right? Like I don't know why it don't, but for the most part, guys who jump really high to dunk the ball don't jump really high to get rebounds. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
why
he's
it's like
also
that.
like jogging up the court and not running.
Yeah, he might know he on borrowed time.
yeah.
He might,
Mhm.
or because he's watched Hukporti get the ball. Like it's a difference, right? Like you watch the same people who don't pass you the ball, pass another nigga the ball. You like y'all dead ass. So what am I busting my ass up and down the court for when y'all won't pass? I seen y'all throw this guy lobs. I'm jump man. Y'all don't throw me no. Y'all
Word.
don't throw me no lobs. I watch JB throw this guy lobs. JB don't never throw me no lobs.
Yo,
But
that's the
at the
thing. I.
But
Mhm.
look at why. Because when you throw it to Hukporti, he's not coming down with the damn ball. Every time you throw a lob to Jericho, he brings the ball down and then takes it up.
yeah, because Jericho Sims got small ass hands for as big of a person he is. Like, and I noticed that because I'm like, yo, how come you could never catch? Like, you got guys half your size going up and catching lobs with one hand and dunking the ball. Boom! You you have to catch it with two hands, or you're gonna fumble the basketball. And I think it's because he has small hands for his size. Uh, whatever it is with Jericho Sims, there's potential there. It's just not computing. You know what I mean? And it's annoying to see. Super annoying to see.
Uncle Paulie, Uncle Paulie said,
Yeah.
he said, Ewing has small hands too, no excuses.
Yo, man, that's hilarious. I think unfortunately, when it comes to Sims, as much as I like him, you just offensively, we not getting nothing from him, bro. And you're not using him to his strengths. It's obvious. Like Mrs. Nick said, his picks, they be half-assed. So if you're gonna be giving half-assed picks, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? So yo, listen, I feel like maybe after tomorrow, after this game, I think you should try, giving the other kid an opportunity now. Open up the door, man. Open it up.
Bro, I don't want to see Sims against Capella on
No,
Wednesday. I
I
do
want to.
not want
That's
to
what I'm
see
saying.
Sims against
That's what I'm
Capella on
saying. Try,
Wednesday.
try to give Huck Porty the opportunity.
This
Have
is
maybe
this is
have him be the first option off the bench to back up. Whoever's gonna be our five.
this is a great segue. You know what I mean? Before we get to the segue of Hook Purdy's contract, there's one thing I did forget to mention on the recap. We went and traded for a shooting center, and this nigga only took 2 3 pointers all night. Kind of crazy,
Yeah, that's kind of
but
crazy.
it's kind of
And
crazy.
miss both of them. Miss both of them.
I don't give a fuck. You got to at least take three or four, at
At
least,
least three.
at
At
least
least
three
three
or
or
four.
four.
Like what? There is no plays ran to get him a 3 point shot. Not one. Not one play. Or we barely run plays anyway. Yeah, I mean, there's like we run sets, but there's no plays, right? And I feel like I can't. I don't know the terminology to describe the difference between plays and sets. You feel me? But there's a difference. I promise you guys. I played a little bit of organized basketball in my life. There's a difference, right? Like, uh, and if I could explain it, it's more like sets is more of what you run to get into plays. That's your positioning to get into plays. That's what a set is. But after that, like we might do some inbound plays. I see inbound plays, but I don't see no sets. Like I don't see no plays run for like the half court offense. It's more of we got playmakers. But anyway, I'm digressing from the point. You know what I mean? There's no plays from Cat to get him open to shoot threes, which is wild to me. Um, but moving on to the segue, which is how Purdy's
Contract.
extension, yeah, his contract conversion. into from a two-way into a 2 year. Like Mrs. Nick said, that was more than likely made to, hold a space open for Shamit and fill the roster spots needed. But I don't know the deets, how much money he made. I just know it's a 2 year. And that's all that
Yeah,
really
so
matters to me.
it doesn't give the amount of money, but it is a 2 year with a team option next year. So he's guaranteed this season, team option next season.
Yeah.
Let me add in because I got the money amounts right here up on the screen in front of me. For the rest of this year, Ariel Hukporti is making slightly over $1 million.
Cha-ching.
Okay. Next year's contract, which is a club option, is slightly under $2 million.
Cha-ching.
1.95 million. Then 26, 27, he is a restricted free agent.
Yeah. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Yeah, with that being said, they made that had needed to fill some roster spots, but also I also think Coach Tommy T is eyeing him as a viable option coming off the bench in place of Jericho Sims. Uh, you know, here at Knicks Ish, we do like Jericho. We do. I think I could speak for everybody on the panel when I say that. Uh, because we like our rookies. We like the people that we draft. And Jericho has all the physical tools that you would want in somebody to be successful. I mean? He's built really well, pause. Got super duper duper trooper athletic bunnies. Shit don't even make no sense. But it's just something that's not computing. It's like when you look at him, I got it. It just clicked where I could finally put it into words. There need to be some level of a killer in you when you play, professional sports. You got to have that certain level of moxie of, I'm going to, yeah, listen, if you in my way, I'm going to run you over. If you in my way, I'm going to dunk over you. I'm going to knock you down. I'm going to push you.
That
If it
dog
comes,
mentality
absolutely. Thank you. Jericho Sims
is a
don't
puppy.
have, he don't have
It's a
that.
puppy.
You said, he's a puppy is crazy. Yes,
He's a puppy.
he's a puppy is crazy.
Man,
Uh,
kid.
yeah, nah, he's a puppy is crazy. But
No, because
uh,
it's just like we have other guys that don't aren't very aggressive, right? Like you look at OG and he barely gives you any emotion, and we had Derrick Rose, but they have killer instinct in them. He don't have that.
now I hear what you're saying, right? But there's a certain like OG. When I look at OG, he don't give me timid, right? Like I'm scared of the moment type shit. Like you could look at OG and be like, yeah, he may be awkward, but he ain't timid.
True,
When I look at Jericho on the court, I'm like, oh, this nigga looks scared.
true.
What it was what movie it was? And oh man, and he's like, this nigga scared. Yeah, I forgot what movie that was, but I had a reference for that. But yeah, that's how I feel about Jericho sometimes when I watch him on the court. Like he's scared,
I
man.
think that was Juice.
Yeah, it is. Tupac.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
nigga
nigga
scared.
Hmm.
And that's how I feel while watching Jericho sometimes. Jericho be looking scared out there. Purdy, on the other hand, he's looking for some wreck. I want to block shots. I'm coming off the weak side to
I'm a
block.
dunk on you even if they call a foul.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
mad as
That's
hell they called that foul because that was fire. But anyway,
yo.
you hear what I'm saying. Jericho Sims is the most athletic person I think I've ever seen in my life when it comes to jumping, right? and he be scared to dunk. And I watched him try to dunk on somebody. He tried to do a two-hand dunk instead of going up with one. Everybody knows you have a better chance of dunking on somebody with one hand than two. Because why?
The ball.
All the defender has to do is put his hand up and set a mask, and he's probably going to block that shot. If you go up with one, he has to locate the ball to try to block that shot. And Jericho Sims, this is why I mentioned his small hands, but Uncle Paulie politely shut me down on that theory, right? Because he won't even go up and dunk the ball with one hand. Have you ever seen, ever, and I mean period, ever seen Jericho Sims dunk the ball with one hand?
Nah, I
No.
haven't seen it. Nah.
No.
And when you go and dunk the ball with two hands, you tend to hold on to the rim, making it come out if you don't throw it in hard
Yeah,
enough. Pause.
yeah. But but this is what I'm saying. Uncle Paulie, I seen Patrick Ewing dunk the ball with one hand.
Yeah.
Jericho Sims didn't even dunk the ball with one hand in a dunk contest.
That had to be the worst dunk contest ever, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
What,
It probably
2023?
was.
The one
It
with him
was.
in there, that shit was trash, bro.
2023. That was
Yeah.
2023 dunk contest.
It probably was. Excuse me.
I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
probably.
Obi. I feel like the Toppin brothers. They killed it for the Knicks, but him, he dropped the ball, man. That last
Yeah,
dunk was trash.
I wish Jericho Sims all the best in the world because I
Yeah, me
had
too.
high hopes. I had high hopes for the kid. He
Yeah.
is definitely like if I had to give my version of Frank Ntilikina, he would be it. Uh, you know how fans used to like go crazy over Frank Ntilikina. If he just had the time, yeah, I felt that a little bit, not so adamantly, but a little bit. I felt that way about Jericho Sims. Like if he just had the time, he could be something special. But now I'm seeing that,
It's just not there.
yeah, we might need to play Ariel, man. We might
Hmm.
we might need to play the Little Merman.
I did say something about that early on.
You sure did. You sure the
I
fuck
did say
did,
that.
man. He sure did. He said, "Yo, when your exact words, when Ariel Hukporti number is called, I need him to show up." And
Facts.
Wait, we
he
not gonna get over that you just call him a merman.
No.
he got
Shout
the
out.
same name. He got the same name as the Little Mermaid. I can't call him a mermaid. He's the merman. Ariel, the Little Merman. You know
Yo,
what
shout out to my guy Ron from Still Nick fans, man.
I mean?
Appreciate you for pulling up,
That's a
bro.
fact.
That's my guy right there. I appreciate you.
Get him, Uncle Paulie. Get him, Uncle Paulie. Get him, Uncle Paulie. Get him. That's a fact. Get him, Uncle Paulie. You got him. You got him this time, Uncle Paulie. I can't tell you nothing on this one. That's a fact. That's a fact. You
Pause.
got him that time. Right. He got you that time, T time. He got you there.
That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, I don't think
absolutely
he liked
hilarious.
that nickname.
Yeah, I don't think he would either, Uncle Paulie. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't think he'll like that nickname. Yeah,
Hey,
but
yo.
yeah. Shout out to Still Nick fan. My bad. I was in the middle of being funny, but shout out to you, homie. Uh,
Yeah, that's my
I
guy
bet that.
Ron.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. Shout
salute
out
to
to
you,
you.
still
You
Knicks.
know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if y'all want, if y'all in the chat, subscribe to my man Ron. He got some great content, man. Some great
Yeah.
content.
He gotta invite the pen over there, man.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yo, he do the lives and he throw the link in the chat and anybody can pull up. I've gone up
Yeah.
there a few times.
I
Okay.
bet. I gotta find out
Yeah,
when he go live. I'll pull up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
Usually it be Saturday, like midday, I would say, And yeah, he be on there for a while too. He be up there for like
Yeah,
couple hours chopping
yeah.
it up. It's
I
great
try to pull up.
conversation too.
Saturday be rough for me. Either I'm at work or
Yeah,
I'm with my kids, so that'd be rough. But I'll try.
yeah,
But
yeah.
being that can't vouch for you, we got to get you up here on Nixon Ish one time for the one
Definite.
time. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure, for sure.
Uh,
He actually always tell me about Mrs. Nix and yeah.
Everybody know Mrs. Nick.
Everybody know Mrs. Nick.
Facts.
Everybody know Mrs. Nick.
We go way back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So when I first pulled up on the show, he was like, "Yeah, Mrs. Nix." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my sis right there."
yeah.
Listen,
I
if y'all haven't done so already,
yeah,
press the like for your favorite panel.
Yes,
And
let's
don't
Facts.
go.
forget
Hit that
sharing is
like.
caring, y'all. Y'all know the vibery,
Facts,
man. For real, for
yeah.
facts.
real.
Shout out to Fraz for that, cause yeah, press the like button. But what I do realize is that we don't see the the YouTube likes on here. So
Yeah.
we might be thinking nobody liking, but they be liking. You know what
Yeah,
I
they be
mean?
like,
But
Word.
so shout out to everybody that did that. So boom, shakalaka. Hold on, we got we got one more topic before we get up out of here. Uh, it's getting late, and I'm getting old, and I'm the youngest person on this panel, which is
I was
crazy.
about to say. I was just about to
what?
say. Word.
Yo, it came to my realization one day. I think Fred said how old he was, and I was like, "Oh shit,
Hmm.
I'm the
That's a
youngest
fact.
one. I'm the youngest one
That's a
over here."
fact, Brody. That's a
Yeah,
fact, Brody.
I don't know I don't know what it feel like to be little bro because I'm the oldest of my mother's kids. Out of my core out of my core group of immediate friends, I'm the second oldest. Yeah, I mean, like, so this is new territory for your boy. Yeah, you know what I mean. But yo,
Segue.
check it.
Last topic. Last topic.
That's
Last
that.
topic, cause you know your boy is getting it's past my bedtime. Y'all know the vibes. I've been yawning this
Hmm.
whole fucking show, but rumor mills, man. Uh, y'all know I hate it here. Yeah, I mean everybody who watch Nixon ish know I hate rumor mills. And one has been dominating all my timelines over the last couple days.
Annoying.
It is Knicks is front runners for Giannis
Jesus
Antetokounmpo,
Christ.
and I man, this is a rant. Hold on, we haven't done this first rant of the season.
Jesus Christ.
Why is it taking so long to load this sound? It's crazy. The button hasn't been used in so long. Wow, it didn't play. That's crazy.
Nah, I did. There you go.
Oh, I
There you
stopped
go.
it.
It sounded.
Yeah,
It went off.
yeah, it sounded the first time. It
Yeah.
just went off twice.
Why I
Definitely
can't
did.
hear it?
I don't
I
know.
just heard it two times, Tea Time. Literally, the first time you pressed it, it went off. It went off a little late, but it did go
Yeah.
off. And you just pressed it just now, and it went off again.
All
Yeah.
right, bet. So y'all know what time it is. Yo, yo, yo. Whoever is in, and this is not about fans believing in shit because there's no hope for those people, right? This is for the people who post the shit. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all know for a fact what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all need to get y'all clicks up. Y'all need to get y'all clips up. This is sucker shit. This is sucker shit. Instead of being good at what you do, grinding. Yeah, I mean grinding. Putting in the hard work to get the support and following that you need and desire. You know what I mean? You go the easy route.
Word.
You make up some fake ass scenario of the Knicks chasing yet another superstar. How how does this one even fucking work? How does it work?
I don't understand.
Word.
How does it even work?
Word.
You didn't
And
hear? They said that we traded for Cat to flip him for Giannis.
Oh my God. Wow.
How?
Wow.
How?
Literally, that's what they
Wow.
said.
yo,
How? Now I
Wow.
want to add to that, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'll add to it,
this
but I'll
is
wait.
the stupid shit. This is the stupid shit I'm talking about. This is the
Yo,
stupid shit I'm talking about.
this is
How
crazy.
in the hell are we will wait. Nobody knew Giannis was going to want to trade, and it's still not even a fact that he wants to trade. He
But
didn't come out and say that I want to trade. The team is playing like shit. The Bucks are ass, absolutely ass. But there is no concrete fact that he wants to trade. And the first thing y'all run and do and go, oh, the Knicks is after him. You stop it, cut it out. This is nasty work. This is the nastiest of work. And for the fans who's posting and reposting like this is news and getting excited,
Shame
what
on
does
you.
at this point, listen, I wasn't a fan of the cat trade. But what does Giannis right now do better than Cat? I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything that he does better than Cat right now. You know what I mean? Cut it out.
but but wait. But wait.
Hold on. Let me throw one
My
thing
thing is
in.
this, right? Go ahead.
We
Go
not
ahead.
our front office are not suckers. They're not gonna sign this dude knowing he gonna want us to sign his bum ass brother. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna
Per-
happen. You can't.
Oh
He
man.
Giannis needs a front office that he can bully. He can't bully us
The
and
Nash
I'm
is
glad you
out the
brought that up.
the Nash is
I'm
out the
glad
league
you
right now.
right now.
but I'm glad you brought that point up, sis, because hold on, wait. Even if we was in the running to sign Giannis, how we gonna sign him when we about to hit the second apron? How?
Right.
Because
This
they're
is
Right.
saying we're
nasty
gonna
work.
trade Cat for him.
Yeah.
No,
That's
understand no. First of all, I don't see Leon Rose trading cash for him.
Oh
That's
no, I
number
don't
one.
either.
Second of all, by you just signing Hukporti, you now have the Knicks a little less than $1 million away from the second tax apron. All right. Now let's say scenario the Knicks do sign Matt Ryan to a vet minimum. All right. The Knicks will probably have somewhere around $600,000 left to sign one more player to a vet minimum deal before or on or before February 24th, I believe it is, which is the last day to make those kind of deals anyway. So again, where whoever pushed this post for clickbait, where do you see the Knicks going after Giannis and actually landing him? I just don't see
and not only that, but y'all forget one thing, like what picks? I don't even think we got enough first round picks in the world to get him right now because that's all they're gonna demand from us is first round picks. And we
it. What do
gave
we have, like
most
two
of our
left?
we gave five. I think we got two left. We gave
We
five
have
of
two
them to
left.
Brooklyn for Mikal Bridges.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
So
thing is this, like T Time said, he hasn't even asked for a trade. And
nope.
if you think they're gonna trade him before they trade Dame, you're mistaken. They will do whatever they can to keep him, even if that means trading Dame.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
definitely
they
trading.
trade.
Yeah, I'm definitely trading Dame before Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
but shout out to Dame. He had a hell of a game tonight, even though they lost. But they
The
can't
thing
play
is,
together.
is like
I
people
said it when
intend
they
to
missed the
forget.
trade.
Yo, people intend to forget. Giannis is a great player. We not taking nothing away from that man over here. But it's been 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row where he hasn't been able to finish the season. And they've lost him in the playoffs 2 straight seasons. Ended.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to take that risk. We already got Cat, and uh Cat has his own injury woes at times. So, I don't see Leon Rose going down that road. It just don't make sense. I don't think our front office is not a dumb front office. They don't make decisions like that out of nowhere. Let's just go trade for a star because he's just disgruntled. We don't want to bring that over here. You know what I mean? I think with the guys that we have in place right now, I think we good. And let Milwaukee crumble. let them crumble over there. We good.
Yeah. So this is, I don't know if I'm interpreting this right because the wine is officially kicked in. Well, it's been officially kicked in, but my interpretation of this post, right? He ain't built for him, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Giannis has had the benefit of playing in a small market his whole entire career. His whole entire career was in a small market.
Hmm.
I watch people count this man into pressure at the foul line. I watched it real time with my own eyes. Him at the foul line, ain't 1, 2, 3, a brick. I watched it. I watched it do. I watched him do it.
No, air ball, air ball, not even a brick, air ball.
Exactly. So I couldn't imagine, even if we know it's all false and not going to happen, but even if it was a possibility that it could happen, he wouldn't survive here because a few of those games, like that, missing and us losing because you missing crucial free throws in the clutch. You see what we did to You see what the Knicks fans did to Julius Randle
Oh man, forget it.
So
and
I'm glad
Julius.
you said that because my next thing was gonna say, why would we make a move for Giannis when we just got rid of Julius? They're the same.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is just a better
Clearly,
version
we
of
trying to
Julius
go,
Randle.
huh?
Giannis
Basically,
is just a better version of Julius Randle.
A little bit better and
basically.
more of a ball hog, in my opinion. Like Knicks fans say, Julius holds the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is gonna bring the ball up and manhandle the ball the whole route. And it may be least effective if he's in a Knicks uniform because we don't get calls. He's getting calls in Milwaukee. He ain't gonna get
Oh
them.
man,
He ain't gonna have the honor of getting those calls in New York.
yo,
Facts.
yeah, we not.
All
Yeah,
facts.
let's. I just feel like let those guys do the Knicks for clicks, whatever makes them feel better. We over here. We know we not falling for none of that nonsense. We know
Yeah.
Leon Rose is better than that. Um, keep that stuff over there. I think the Bucks fucked up when they traded Drew Holiday. They should have kept Drew Holiday there. They were a
Mm-hmm.
way better
I
team when they
literally, when that
had
trade
Drew.
happened, I literally said it's not gonna work. It's not
It's
gonna
not.
work.
Listen.
Unfortunately, I love Dame, but him and Dame, I don't see a connection there. Um, I think I the team had a floor general when it came
Yeah.
with Drew Holiday over there on both ends of the
And a
court, not one sided. You was getting two-way play from Drew Holiday. You're not gonna get that two-way play from Damon Dollar. I hate to say it, but um, like I said, man, you know, I like this team. Keep this team the way it is. Keep Giannis over there suffering in Milwaukee. We don't want his brother over here with that trash antics, the clown antics that he be doing on the sidelines. We don't need none of that. Plus, you was a Nick and you was trash. That's why we
Love.
sent you. That's why we sent
We
you
drafted
to
his
the.
ass.
We
Yep, sure
drafted him,
did.
and you was trash. You was a bust. You know what I mean? And I recall his brother being upset with us for letting his brother go, but you wish your brother was trash, bro, and that's
Yo,
why we sent him
I,
to Europe.
I remember not knowing nothing about the Nassus, right?
Until
But
Giannis
no,
made a name for himself.
nah.
Jesus Christ.
Giannis. Wait, we drafted. Oh no,
Yeah.
Giannis is the younger brother, but didn't Giannis get drafted first?
Giannis got drafted first,
Yes.
but remember, he didn't make a big name for himself for like a year or two.
But I
Yeah.
also knew of Giannis. This is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
Hmm.
I knew of Giannis and I knew of Giannis' potential. And I said when we got the Nassus, I was like, hey, this the combo kid. He might be all right. Everybody was like, yo, you bugging. And everybody who told me I was bugging, you were right. You were 100% right. But I'm like,
Trash.
nah, his brother might be nice. He might be nice too. We don't know. He might have what his brother got. And he the older brother.
He the
And
cheerleader.
boy was I wrong. We needed somebody to lead the league in claps and almost getting in the fights off the bench. He'd be
You was it.
MVP.
Word.
MVP. But yeah, to the in summation of this last topic, quit with the Knicks for click shit. Knicks fans and Knicks beat writers and fake wannabe beat writers and
Content creators.
content
Yeah.
creators and weird fake Nick pages. All y'all, relax, relax. Report some real shit. There's enough real Nick news around the report. There's
Facts.
enough real Nick news to report if you just do your research. You know what I mean? You do your research and not just the first couple tabs in fucking Google. Like, go do some stat research, do
But
some
also just
background
use your
check.
common sense. Like, just how, it makes no sense on how the Knicks will pull something like that off. I said the same thing when they said, "Oh, he's going to Brooklyn." But what does Brooklyn have to give? They're gonna have to gut their team plus some.
They're going to have
Like,
to.
use your common sense. Like
They're going to literally have to trade Cam Thomas and every
the
other
whole
draft
starting
pick they have.
five plus picks.
Nah, and the way Cam Thomas is playing now, they could get away with giving Cam Thomas and every other pick that they have to offer, and maybe a couple other players to make the money work. You know what I mean? Dennis Schroeder, uh,
Cam Johnson is in that mix. Definitely.
absolutely, Cam Johnson.
Cam Thomas only makes $4 million. They
Yeah,
have
That's
a
so
why
lot
you
of
have to
making
put
up
Cam
to do.
Johnson. Cam Johnson
yeah,
has the $100 million contract. That's why
Trust
Cam
me,
Johnson
Cam
comes
I,
Johnson.
into
I
play
I
there.
can guarantee you, even their fans don't want him over there.
Oh, I know that for a fact. I've seen. I haven't went into the page, but I saw the title, and I was like, oh, they don't want him
Nah, they don't want
because when
no
it's
net fans.
it was like Net fans still don't want Giannis. I was like,
Nah, but listen, like just imagine, like we just now getting all building up our draft picks. We got a bunch of first round picks that we just got, only to give it away with, and you're not just giving away bench players. You got to give up you got to give up some starting role players. Like, you got to give up starters,
That's what I'm
and
saying. Like for
it
Brooklyn, because
doesn't make
even if you
sense.
look at Cam Johnson, he only makes 22 mil a season. Cam Thomas only
Right,
makes 4 mil a season. Giannis is
right,
making damn near 60 mil a season. You still got
right.
40 mil to make up. Where are you getting that from? And rookie
Yeah,
contracts, draft picks are only $1 million, $2 million.
right.
You don't even have the personnel. They're gonna do a mellow. plus worst trade.
Hmm.
They're gonna have to give up like at least six
10
first round
players.
picks,
10
six
players,
first
at
round
least 10
picks,
players.
and some
It's gonna be
starters.
outrageous. So it's like
Hmm.
before you start throwing these rumors, like think about it. Like,
Right.
bro, it to trade for him, no lie, it's gonna have to be a 40-50 million dollar a year player for him plus some.
Or you might have
Ben
to
Simmons.
or you might have to. He made 30 million. He made 35 million though. 40 million. He made.
40. This
But
the last
remember one
the
thing
last year
though.
of his contract is 40 million. This
But
is
Yes,
the
he's
last
on
remember
the
one
super
thing
max.
though.
He's on that super
Who
max.
whoever trades for Ben Simmons, if I'm
Yo,
not mistaken,
Milwaukee's
this is.
not doing that.
But hold up, if no, of course not. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, whoever would get Ben Simmons, that's 40 million coming off your books.
facts.
That's a
True.
That's an
contract
expiring
dump.
contract.
That's a contract dump. So whoever gets that, it could benefit them. You know what I mean? Um, but that's not a trade. I mean, honestly, I don't think at this point nobody should trade for him. Just leave him
Nope.
in Milwaukee. I'm
Yep.
telling you. Because any
Yep.
team that trades for him, they gonna have to break up whatever they built. You're gonna have to
Yep.
break that up and start
And then he's
again.
gonna have no support, and it's gonna be worse.
And it's
All
gonna
right.
be worse.
Hmm.
Devil's advocate here. Advocate here. Dame makes a shit ton of money too. FYI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Uh, if
No.
Milwaukee keeps going down this trend that they're going down and getting their ass kicked because their starting center is fucking super old and super slow. He's not making 3 pointers at the level that he used to make. Bobby Porter's just got his crib robbed in Milwaukee. Prayers up for him and shout out to him because that sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
I don't
sucks.
wish that on anybody. You know what I mean? But
Word.
it's like you said, not losing because they traded him. Drew Holiday being gone. Uh, Middleton is being an injury prone person that only plays 20 games a season. If this trend still goes on where they're losing at the rate that they're losing by close to trade deadline, I wouldn't be surprised to see Milwaukee send Giannis or Dame to Brooklyn for that Ben Simmons contract so they can start from scratch.
Yeah, yeah, and it'll
Well,
make
let's
sense.
let's
It'll make
see.
sense
They
too.
get Milwaukee don't they gave up all their shooting. The last of their shooters
Mhm.
pretty much went when Malik Beasley left and went to Detroit.
You hear what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
That's right.
now
Right.
I could
Left
see,
Milwaukee for Detroit. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Hmm.
I can
Remember, Malik Beasley started for
There's
Milwaukee
a
last
trade.
year, y'all. He started for Milwaukee last
They
year. Let's
probably
not
they,
forget.
pro-
Yeah.
they probably paid a lot more too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they gave him more. They definitely
Yeah,
gave him more.
but
That's a
yeah,
fact.
I'm just saying, like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if shit is keep on going down here for them that they go and pivot to trying to get younger and retooling. Uh, but yeah, that's their problem. All I know is Giannis ain't coming here. You know what I mean? So
Nah.
quit
Facts.
the
Nah.
narratives. You know what I mean? We are almost an hour and a half in. Unless y'all got anything else, y'all know the vibes.
On-
Mrs.
Only thing I gotta say is, y'all know hit that like button for your favorite panel.
Mrs.
Sharing
Nick,
is caring, of
can you
course.
post the Shopify link in the comments one more again for your boy?
And
Uh,
follow us on all platforms too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
we
our
pop up
newest
too.
platform. My bad. Tea time. Our newest platform being Discord, where we've been working on trying to do voice chats for some of the games, pending how our availability and things of that nature. Probably the next live, I'll give the link for the Discord over to one of the panel and have them posted up for the next live, so y'all could come over and join the Discord if y'all like, and also check us out during games we do a voice chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you follow that. Type in Knicks and Ish on anything, we pop up. You know what I mean? That's a fact.
All I'm gonna
Uh,
say is we better win on Wednesday. I can't stand Atlanta. We better win on Wednesday.
are we
Mhm.
gonna beat
Word.
Lollipop Head?
Pack them up
We
early.
gonna we gonna beat Lollipop Head. But yo, if you haven't done already, you know what I mean? Shout out to Darlene. I shouted you out earlier, but you wasn't here yet. Shout out to Darlene for copping the hoodie. You know what I mean? Shout out to JJ Jackson and my guy Jimmy J1 for copping one of these fly ass Knicks ish hoodies. More merch coming to the site soon. But shout out to y'all. And if you haven't done already, link is in the comment. Go to the Nixon ish Shopify. Cop you a hoodie. Yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, I'm work. It's about to get cold out. I'm working on beanies. I'm working on
Yeah, I need
satin
that.
beanies for people who got don't want to mess up their hair. Got maybe look you patted your hair and
That's
it's
me.
even good. It's even good for when you got the retwist too. You know what I
Yup,
mean? You got
facts.
the
For when you got the braids
Yeah.
and all that.
yeah. I'm working
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
you know what I
all.
mean? I need all that. I need that beanie because I be on my balcony doing lives and shit, so I need to stay warm.
Yeah. You
Maybe
know,
some gloves. You know what I mean?
Travis know he the one that put the bug in my ear. He put the bug in my ear.
Yes,
He
I
said, "Yeah."
did. Yes, I did.
He talking about, I need like 3 beanies.
Beanie and a fitted hat. That was my thing. Beanie and a fitted hat, man. Beanie and a custom Knicks ish beanie and a fitted hat. I'm good. You heard me?
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
yeah, if you haven't done already, support the panel, support the pod, and like I said last show, everything that y'all buy goes back to making this bigger and better. You know what I mean? And we appreciate y'all. Real talk. And we'll see y'all when we play again Wednesday.
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 Yeah, we see y'all Wednesday. Hopefully it ain't this late, cause me doing live this late is whack. You know what I mean? But yeah, we out of here.
Peace.
See y'all on the next one.
I'm freezing. Yo, I can't. Oh, never mind.